Hey, vinyl community, Jeff here with just another quick update. I got an album in the other day, which I would call this kind of I say mini grail because, usually grails are something you've been searching for many, many years. Whereas this is an album that really was only reissued on vinyl about 5 years ago. And it became quickly hard to find, or at least by the time I got back into buying records and picked up the rest of the catalog by this band, this one album of theirs was non-existent. No matter where I looked, it was everywhere. It was crazy. And when you did find it, it was priced outrageous. So the other day, somebody was on Facebook and they said, hey, I'm selling. They only had a small collection of vinyl records. I'm selling all my vinyl records. If anybody's interested, let me know. I shot him a message to see what he had. And he sent me this, and most everything he had, except maybe two albums I already had. One of which wasn't really up my alley, and the other one, I jumped on it. King's X Dog Man. Now, I have all the King's X vinyl. They've been reissuing them over the years. They've even reissued a couple of them in the past year or so. But this particular one was one of the original ones. It was reissued back on Metal Blade Records in 2017. I had picked up all the ones around this one, but this one has eluded me. Everywhere I've looked, they didn't have it, or when I did find it online, it was selling for outrageous amounts of money. So this guy was selling it. I said, oh, I'm interested in that. How much are you looking? Figuring he was going to come back with, possibly a high figure that was out of my range. I was surprised he asking what I would have thought I'd have paid for it if I bought it in the store. Maybe just a tad bit more, but it was what he paid for, and he just wanted to get his money back. But literally not much more than these albums were when they were released. So I was thrilled. Now, I did not read close enough, just pounced. I did not realize this was a still sealed copy. So even sweeter, it's not even open. Now, I haven't opened it yet. I definitely will, probably most likely will. I went to add this to my Discogs catalog, and I'm seeing that just in the past month alone, this album has been selling for over 3 times the amount that I paid for it. And I hate the idea of even thinking of doing that. I'm not one of those flipper. I'm pretty sure I'm going to open it, but I haven't done it yet. This just came in. I love this album. I really want this. It was the only one I needed for my collection for that. I'm glad to have it. It was definitely a mini grail for me. Next up, we've got an album that just came out. Brand new album by a band that has been silent for a decade. And yeah, so you're not going to be able to see anything. There's no title on here, so let me know what this band is. Anyway, this is the brand new release from the band Becoming the Archetype. They are an extreme metal, death metal. They have various stylings. Each album's a little different. Their first album was like all out death type metal. Then they kind of went with the vocals were a little more melodic at places. The dual vocals musically became a little more technical, so they were kind of all over the place. And anyway, the band itself started in 2000. Well, they started in before 2000s or so, but in 2004 they were called The Remnant. They released a CD. I have never heard that CD. The name itself was kind of, I guess, questionable as far as legality, so they changed their name the following year to Becoming the Archetype. And then they released a CD in 2005, 2007, 2008, 2011. Then they changed lead singers. In 2012, they released an album, and then that was it. They were gone. So here we are, 2022. The original singer is back, and they have a brand new album out. It just came out. The vinyl was held for, I don't know, short amount of time, but the digital tracks and everything was sent before. It's a double record set. They had a couple different color variations, so I went with this splatter, and they had one that was more of a teal, solid types teal. Both albums same color. There's two. It has an insert with lyrics, and it's on Solid State Records, which is what a lot of their previous albums were, but that between Solid State and Century Media. Yeah, so no pictures of the band, but This is one of those heavier bands that I do enjoy. I love the variety in the vocal stylings, a little more than the early stuff when it was really all out death type metal. I didn't like the first album as much, but the other ones that followed were very technical metal, musically very interesting, and vocally you were here and there with different stylings and melodic and harsh and all that. So this just came in. Great stuff. And yeah, excited about that. So, Becoming the Archetype, Dogman, 2 new exciting albums that came in the past couple days. I'll be back though. Thanks a lot for watching. Rock on and rock hard.